Hello, friends and family, and happy April 5th. Oh my god. I just. I don't even know where to start with a video like this. So by the time this is posted, it's going to be April 5th, and my EP will be released to the public. It will be out of my hands and into yours. And it's completely and utterly unbelievable to be saying that. And from recording from my new room in my new house, nonetheless. Just, I don't know where all the time went, but I figured I'd make a video and kind of talk about the project, how it happened, what it's about, and so on and so forth. So, A Reason to Be is a project that, I mean, it's been in the works technically for 8 years, maybe. Technically, 8 years. Um, each song is one that I've written just over my lifetime since the time that I was first inspired to make music until now. And I was just really, really lucky to be able to find the right people who I I can't even believe it to this day how incredible they all were and how much they believed in what I do. And just, anyway, it's 5 songs that I wrote at different points in my life over the last 8 years, um, and it's just to see them in this way and hear them in this way. I I was really ready to make this video initially. I had a whole script in my head, and now I'm just blanking because where do I even start? Where do I even go? So initially, after Deer Hunter Camp in 2017, I believe, I was feeling I was feeling so inspired because the people there and the band, they were amazing. They were so supportive, and they gave me so much confidence. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, I was 100% convinced that it was at best going to go okay. I was like, I don't really know my stuff. People there are going to be amazing. My favorite band of however long that's been, maybe since like 2008 or whenever, is going to be there. And they're going to be like, I'm just going to be like, I like music. I can strum a G chord. Check me out. Okay, I'm a little better than that, but you get it. And but no, they were just so inspiring, and they were so supportive. So I left there just with this fire, like, I have to do something now, because I was so scared of that and that whole situation, and it turned out so great. It was probably the best experience of my life. And so I got back, and I called up my old friend Sam, and I said, "Hey man, I have this idea. I'd really, really appreciate it if you could help me out with it, because I didn't really know where to start." So he just met with me. He liked my idea. He gave me so much support, and I really appreciate that too, Sam, because it's just so easy for me to be discouraged. Like, I wonder, even to this day, if he said, nah, like, I'm too busy, or I don't do music as much anymore, I might have not. That's all it takes for me. It's just, I'm just like, I guess it wasn't meant to be, but just day after day, person after person, it kept moving, and everything kept happening, and it kept going well. So I kept going and doing things that I was afraid of doing, because I was like, wow, maybe things aren't going to turn out so bad after all. Um, After that, my friend Reese from camp messaged me, and after I posted the Shadows Dance demo, and because I had made a demo of like the first minute of the song, it was horrible. It was just a, this is an idea sort of thing. I probably will never let anyone hear it.
Open up your mind, your soul's been begging you to find.
He messaged me and he said I really liked it, and I think it'd be really fun if I could act as your producer and we can make it a full thing. And I was just like, oh my god, I can't. At first, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna save my excitement, because at the time I didn't really know Reese very well. I knew of him because he's an amazing musician, and I've seen him post sometimes on Facebook. But I was like, okay, just chill out. But then he sent me a demo of the Shadows Dance. He's like, here's some ideas.
Cast out your fear, you'll find the answers coming clear. One step you'll see, it's just a shadow on your feet.
And I just I think I cried in my car just after I heard it. I was just crying because it was real. And fast forward even more, suddenly he's like, let's just make your. I mentioned casually like, oh, I want to put this in an EP someday. That'd be really cool. And he's like, yeah, let's just do that. I'm like, it. And now it's 2 years later. It's done. And it's here. And I'm going to make a separate video for thank yous. I told myself I wouldn't go too much into detail about who helped me, but it's just so difficult to sit here and not slam my gratitude through the screen and through just the distance between us, and just let you know how grateful I am that this is real. The EP itself is sort of about, it's basically me growing up in a way, and I struggled a lot when I was growing up. There was just a point where I didn't really know what to do, just in general. What am I supposed to do? Why am I here? What force in the universe is gonna tap me on the shoulder and say it's time to get out of bed? I just didn't know. And I figured it'd be worth mentioning, if I can do it without bawling my eyes out, is that I picked April 5th because that was the first day that Adventure Time aired 9 years ago. And to anyone who knows me, they know. I mean, even if you don't know me, look at my. But it's hard to explain sometimes why it means so much to me. It just came at the right time, and it inspired me. For whatever reason, it challenged just everything that I thought I knew about the world and what I was supposed to do. And I just started smiling again. I started playing. I picked up a ukulele. I was like, I'm gonna learn some songs from the show. That'll be fun. And that alone is so incredible to think about. Just this transformation between who I was and then what I became. But just the more I played, the more just the passion about the show was spilling forth to my music. And I just started loving myself, I guess. That's how the album happened. The songs are kind of just my journey, I guess. A running theme in the album is being afraid of change and just growing up. When I was writing a lot of the songs, I pictured different versions of myself sitting with each other. For example, The River is about me with a younger version of myself, and I'm sort of sitting with them and wondering, do you look at me and do you feel shame when you see me? Are you afraid of me? Just sort of coming to peace with the fact that it's still me sitting in front of them. They're not afraid of me. They're proud that I'm there. They're still there. And I guess that's the biggest thing I struggled with, which is why you could make a case that all the songs are about the same thing. Fine. Maybe. But that was just because it was such a burden on me for so long, wondering where I would end up, or what I would do, how I would get there. But, I'm feeling okay now. things have just been going well for me. And this is just a testament to that. It's the antithesis of what I was afraid of when I started this album. Losing who I was and not being able to remember. Or losing things I love. And that is so scary to me, even today. Like, if you love something so much and it goes away and you forget it, are you gonna be the same person? And would a younger version of yourself look at you and ask why, what happened? But I don't feel that anymore. Those things, they don't leave. They inspire you and they stay with you. They're every smile and every laugh and every song that you sing is because of them. I'm happy. If I could tell one thing to myself 8 years ago, I would tell them that I'm happy and that things will be okay. You know, even though I have lost things that meant the world to me at one point, they're still here. This little buddy on my arm is proof of that. The fact that the main theme in all the songs was there's so many hows and whys and fear in all of them. And, you know, a lot of them, even the happier ones, Can't Stop Running or Free, The River. Actually, every single song, it was laced with, you know, keep going. Just, you'll find something. Every single one of them. Just, something good will happen. You have to trust that they will. And at the time, I really, really wished I could believe that. I do now. I hope that the album can really communicate that. And it can inspire some other people. And even if I was the only one to ever hear this album, if it was just me and no one else ever heard it, I would be okay with that. I just want to thank you so much for listening and supporting me. And I want to let you know that things will be okay. I hope you like it. I'll see you around.